Chase the Shouting Wind is actually written in reference to a poem called High Flight. And this was about a World War II American pilot, and he talks about the thrill and the freedom of flight. And hopefully through the music that is conveyed to you tonight, this is Chase the Shouting Wind by Vince Gassy. Okay. It's hard after 4 years to adequately give credit to the time and the effort that your son or daughter might have put into this group, but nonetheless, I'd like to honor them for just a brief moment at this final concert. We have 5 seniors in this class. 5. You're not counting yourself? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, moving on. Let's hope I don't miss anybody. First, I'd like to recognize Haley Lofgren, if she would come forward, please. I try to find something that is unique to each person, and I think I've captured it with Haley. And every morning she comes, and there's a fixture that's always with her in the mornings, and it's not her flute, and it's not her music, but it seems to define her morning presence. So, I bought you Red Bull, and I know that you will treasure this. She's been a pleasure. Thank you. Haley is going to the University of San Francisco this fall, and from what I understand, she's going to also continue playing flute at University of San Francisco. The other thing I do is I try to memorize all the schools. I have 25 to get right tonight. I'm 1 for 1. Next, Mr. Alex Pinto. Alex has played trombone in the group for the last 4 years. He will be attending the University of Colorado in Boulder this fall, one of the most beautiful towns around. You can step on the floor so I don't look so short. Thank you. And a great hiking town, also a great town with microbreweries. Not anything you can enjoy yet for a couple more years. Now, he comes into class every morning, and some days not on time, but most days on time, but usually in various states of awakeness. And I understand there are certain things that gets him going in the morning. He's unaware that I know this, but I have this for you for the rest of the mornings for the school year, and it's been a pleasure to have you in California. Alex Pinto, trombone, University of Colorado, Boulder. Okay, Mr. Jacob Greenwald. Jacob not only has played in the concert band for 3 years, but on the 1 year that it didn't work out, he looked at other options and played in Jazz 1 just because of his desire to continue. And he has not only played on the drum line, but in the percussion section for this group, and also on the drum kit in Jazz 1 for 1 year. He's going to be attending Santa Rosa Junior College and then going on to UC Davis. Did I get that right? And it is my hope that he will continue playing. And I got really pretty colors for you too. These are great drumsticks. These are good ones. They're both for you. Yes. Jacob Greenwald. Dante. Dante has been in concert band for 4 years. And folks, I think I'm probably preaching to the choir, but you realize how hard it is in the environment that we exist educationally for a student to continue to take music for 4 years, especially when they're taking 4 or 5 AP classes. They're being told to take this and that and that. So you really have to want it. And so it's an accomplishment that these guys choose to continue. Now, Dante is going to become a slug. He will be attending University of California, Santa Cruz, and I actually haven't spoken with you about your plans to play or continue, but I bought you pretty sticks too. Yay! And Dante, University of Santa Cruz. It's been a pleasure having you. Matthew, come forward. You are no easy person to buy for. I even emailed your mom. Are you here tonight? Yay, thank you. I listened, I adapted, I overcame. Even your mom says you're difficult. So Matthew has played for 4 years as well and is going to go up to the state of Washington, my home state, and he's going to a very fine private college, Whitman, and it's a liberal arts college and a bunch of other stuff. What is the area that you're going to study?
I'm not sure.
That's a really common major, by the way, so don't be alarmed if they're majoring in I don't really know yet, because I think the first year is for that. So, the ideas your mom gave me, thank you, Sue, by the way, but I had to adapt a little bit, but I understand, though, that you do love music and you listen to a lot of jazz and stuff. So, I'm hoping you will use this. You have an iPhone, yeah? So I got you a $25 card for iTunes. Download some good jazz. You will be missed. Thank you, Matthew. All right. Please tell me I missed nobody. I'm good? Okay. There is one more award that I give each year. Traditionally, this goes to the concert band, to a member. It is called the John Philip Sousa Award. It's not only given on the basis of musicianship, but a lot of other things that have nothing to do with musicianship. Leadership, personality, character. Are you the kind of person I can count on? And typically given to a senior. And it's not always an easy choice to make. But the person that receives this each year goes on my plaque, goes on the wall of honor, not the wall of shame, the wall of honor. And this is a historical award that is given in almost every high school in the country, and like I said, typically to a concert band member. And after much thought and consideration, I decided that the name that should go on this for this year will be Haley Lofgren. So for each year, and I'm a few years behind, but I have 3 years to put on here, but Haley will be on here for the year 2015 and 16. And with that being said, thank you to my seniors for sticking with concert band and or other groups. And we're going to close our short portion of the program with Toccata for Band. Saxophone, Alex Coleman on tenor sax, Erica Fisher on flute, Andrew Min on drums, Samson Motuliki, did I say it right? Yes? Close. And then Thomas Murph on piano. One of the big things that is always a bit of a scary thing in Jazz 1 is learning to improvise. And there's only one way to do it. They get good instruction, I hope, from me, but they got to be thrown out into the pool, and they have to swim, and they all are taking solos tonight. So that's an accomplishment in itself, because improvisation doesn't involve what's written on the page. It's based on chord progressions from which they more or less take formulas, scales, for lack of a better word, and they improvise. So it's a scary thing for a young jazz musician, but these guys are on fire. Let's move on. Alex Takayama on tenor sax, and also Erica Fisher again on flute. Jumpin' Jack Jack. We're going to do a little rock chart for you here. Birdland is actually quite well known. If you don't know it, welcome to Birdland. Solos on this will come from Mr. Charlie Smith on bass, Mr. Artyom Miradian, I got it right, woo! And who else did I leave out? How about Ezra Mowbray on piano? Birdland. Sejal Galhofer on alto sax also. Would have been a long day tomorrow had I forgotten her.
Also would like to recognize Andrew Min on drums, an exceptional job of keeping this band together. This is not an easy rock chart to play. Nice job, Andrew. Sambiando will be our last chart. Alex Takayama on tenor sax. And thank you for being here. He's sick. He came anyways. Sambiando. Probably the best Jazz One group I've had in 6 years here, so give them another round. Nice job, Jazz One.
if I counted right, I have 8 seniors. I'd like to recognize 4 of them right now. The first is going to get a little bit of a roasting from me because he was at the beach today. He skipped dress rehearsal. Why don't you come forward, Mr. Reed? Mr. Evan Reed. How was the beach? Hot. It was hot here too. Good. So this year's class is special because they've been with the orchestra almost since its inception. And Evan is going to be going on to Cal Poly, and I believe it's in environmental science. Okay. So first I'm going to tell you what I was going to get you, and then I'm going to tell you what I got you. Evan does something that's very dear to my heart. He likes to hike and he likes to climb things, and so it's really neat to go on Instagram and see what he's climbing of late. And I was just going to buy you a whole case of Cliff Bars, but I didn't. But I went along the same line of thought. So it seems like the kids are into Chipotle now, so I got you a $25 gift certificate to Chipotle. Is this going to work for you? Yeah. Okay. And just an awesome person to have in the orchestra, and I've watched him grow not only as a person but as a musician, and we had some pretty good trips together too. Congrats.
Thank you. We have something for you too.
Nishant. You're going the wrong way. So I don't know what they're doing, but while they're doing it, I had this cheat sheet of all the schools and what everybody's doing, and I forgot to bring it, and so I am truly shooting from the hip. So far, I'm doing well. I think I'm 6 for 6. Am I talking? Are you talking first? Okay.
So this is actually from the M-AHS Orchestra parents, and all bands, actually, yeah. So everyone chipped in a little bit, and I think they wanted to show their appreciation as much as we'd all like to. I know my parents are thrilled to have both their children in this orchestra, watching us grow as musicians as well as people, and I'm sure the rest of the parents feel the same way. So, from the parents. Of course, go ahead.
It's something I will love, and my wife, Susan, where are you? Wave. Guess what it is, and you can't have any. Somehow it got out that I like really good sipping whiskey. Okay, Nishant, let's talk about him for a minute. Oh, well, now it's out of the bag. Going to UCLA. And I have always mixed feelings about watching these guys go, because I spend more time with these students than probably any teacher, because I have them for 4 years. And not only do I spend time with them outside of school, but inside, and even during the times when you're getting down to the nitty-gritty and got to beat them down and get them ready for whatever's coming up next for performances. So I did send your parents an email asking for suggestions. Got no reply, by the way. So I went with the Evan mode, and I got $25 Chipotle thing. I hope you like eating there. Okay. You know what? This looks really bad, and this is being streamed on TV, isn't it? Oh. Excuse me for a minute. If I'm not back in about 30 seconds, you know what happened. Leave this alone. Okay, how about Rebecca Wong? Come on up, Rebecca. So Rebecca came to me one day and she was talking about some of these UC schools that were not smart enough to realize that they should have her. And then in the end got accepted to a very high Tootin' school, Harvey Mudd. But most recently decided that she was going to take a little different trail. She's going to Cal Poly and materials engineering. I hope you know what that is. I don't. Rebecca, and I can say this with a very sincere heart, is probably one of the best high school flute players I've ever worked with, and extremely talented. I think she will continue to play. My gift for you is it's practical, but it's really cool. I like it. I got you a Boss tuner. It's got a metronome on it, too. Okay, come on. Help me out here. This is exciting. Yeah. If you don't like it, I'll take it. So, another person I'm going to miss a lot. And I meant what I said about one of the best flute players I've ever worked with. So, thank you. How many is that? 3 or 4? Have I done 3 or 4? Oh, let's, Bastian, come on. I don't remember what I got you. What did I get you? Oh, Evan, bring that back up. That's not yours. Sorry. A little bird flew in the window and told me you like Baskin Robbins, so I got you $25 Baskin Robbins. All right. Now, I had no clue on Bastian. I did send an email to his parents too, but sadly I did not hear back, so I had to go for the gut, from my gut. And Bastian's been with me for 4 years. Honestly, probably one of the nicest persons you'll ever meet. Just good-hearted and really has the heart and soul of the orchestra in his best interest, and just a good guy. That you don't get to say a lot because he's one of the most consistent people I know. And he's just always uplifting. So the kids don't realize sometimes the impact they can have on you, and you're one of them. He's going to Germany. Yeah. I hope you like the color. Okay. So Germany is all I can tell you because the school is yet to be determined, and apparently the application schedule's a little different there. We're going to do a little bit more playing, all right? Little story here, if you don't know the history behind Danse Macabre. This is actually a musical story about the devil. And back in the Renaissance period, there were certain aspects of music that were considered evil or outlawed, and one was the interval of a tritone. Would you play a tritone, please? This is an evil interval. This is associated with the devil in this musical portrait that we're about to play for you. Danse Macabre is about the devil coming out after dark and taking the souls of individuals. Then as the sun comes up at the end, he retreats. Martha McGee is going to play the solo, and she plays it really well. She's very devilish. have a few more seniors I'd like to recognize. Trevor Lefebvre, come forward. Trevor has the distinction of probably playing in the most musical groups here in my 6 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. Concert band, jazz 2, orchestra. Yeah, like you said. He is going to McGill University in Montreal, Canada. Trevor has shared a real love for music on many different levels, and I wasn't real sure if you were still dabbling with writing or not, but I took the chance, and I would like to encourage you to keep writing, and I just gave him the blank paper, but nonetheless, he's always had this deep interest in writing, and I hear him plinking around, then making some sounds on the piano that shouldn't be made, but he's always experimenting. It's been a pleasure to have you, and you will be missed. Eric Latterman. Please note, I have not missed anybody's school yet, so he boasts. Eric is going to Dartmouth this fall. Eric played in jazz band for 3 years, and then scheduling difficulties prevented him from being able to continue with Jazz 3, so he moved over to the orchestra, and I still think it was a lovely move for him. There's a story about Eric. We're in Washington, D.C., and I'm trying to get them on this beautiful stage at Strathmore, and they're waiting around. Nobody has any rosin, and they're waiting for the bass player from another orchestra. It's true. And we had to wait until this other guy, who I'd never met in my life, from Dartmouth, by the way, orchestra. And so I don't know if you're continuing with your playing, but I got you 2 things that you can't seem to hold on to. One is a donut. This is what you put your peg on. Not exciting, but necessary. And then his own bass rosin to last him for the rest of his life. Eric, you're going to be missed. Thank you. Katie Beebe. It's a long walk, isn't it? Katie is going to a small school in Vermont that I had not heard of until this year, but I do know about it now. I looked it up. It's up in the mountains. Middlebury College. How many have heard of it? Now, Katie has a very decorative and rewarding career as a clarinetist here, and she played in concert band and then also in the orchestra. And come to find, though, she apparently likes violin better, because that's what she plays when she goes home. And so, anyways, it's not exciting, but it's really cool. And if you've never seen these kind of shoulder rests, they're really cool. You're going to need one for your violin. And I understand you have a family one that you're keeping? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to miss you. So now you know about Middlebury College. Do you know what you're going to pursue?
Biology, probably, and pre-med.
And violin.
Katie Beebe.
Julie, I haven't forgotten you. Julie Baylord. Oh, wait, Katie, I got rosin for you, too. Can you catch? No, I'm going to throw it. Julie Baylord. After this, folks, I'm just going to take a short enough intermission to get Jazz 2 on stage as predicted. I'm going longer, but it's really hard not to say things that need to be said about kids, because they do leave a mark on your life, and I hope you'll appreciate my long-windedness for that reason. Julie has been with me also for 4 years. I had her sister for her last year here when I first came, back when, yeah, a long time ago. She is going to, oh boy. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. No. Carlton. Carlton. It's in the flatlands of Minnesota. And I have something else for you that hasn't arrived yet, but it's going to be a really nice scarf because you're not going to be able to handle the cold weather because it's a scarf. Then I got you something practical, which I know you're going to keep playing. And if I got the wrong size for you, these are 3.5s. Do you play on 3.5s? Okay. Another person I'm going to miss tremendously. This is something I started, and I don't justify it in any way except every year I give one award with no requirements. It's called the Director's Award, and this year's recipient is Julie Baylard. So this goes to someone, not only an incredible musician, incredible person, and also somebody whose heart and soul are vested in the music group here, and that's Julie, believe me, you. Thank you, orchestra. It's been an awesome year. Short intermission, Jazz 2, you're on stage. Please welcome Jazz 2. Please welcome Miss Christina Ikonomo on vocals for Can't Help Lovin' Dat Man.
Fish gotta swim and birds gotta fly. I gotta love one man till I die. Can't help loving that man of mine. Tell me he's lazy, tell me he's slow. Tell me I'm crazy, maybe I know. Can't help loving that man of mine. When he goes away, that's a rainy day. And when he comes back, that day is fine. The sun will shine. He can't come home as late as can be. Home without him ain't no home to me. I can't help loving that man of mine. When he goes away, that's a rainy day. And when he comes back, that day is fine. The sun will shine. He can't come home as late as can be. Home without him ain't no home to me. I can't help loving that man of mine. I can't help loving that man of mine.
This is an old Chuck Mangione tune, Children of Sanchez. If you were listening to him back in the 70s, this is the kind of stuff he was doing. This is going to feature Noah Smith on solo trumpet, and then our most recent addition to the band, Sarah Tiemann on trombone. She's been playing 4 months. 4 months, maybe 5, 4. She is just tearing it up. She used to play piano and has all of her life, and she answered the call for the lack of trombones that we have, and she's killing it. A little strike up the band. She's good, isn't she? No, you're not so bad either. Another hand for Sarah Tiemann and Noah Smith on cello. Please welcome Jazz Combo to the stage. They're going to do a couple numbers for you before Jazz 3. This is now the award-winning Jazz Combo. They won the Delta Jazz Festival in December.
When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rain, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere
that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't Shane Turner on piano, and I'm Madeline Byer, and may I present you the rest of Jazz Camp. We have Alex Osterling on guitar, Nikita Mannon on saxophone, Chris Iyer on trumpet, Lance Onodera on bass, Alex Kim on drums, Salim on saxophone, Karahan, and Michael Z on violin, and Jerry Liu on piano as well.
All right. Like Madeline said, we are the other portion of the M-AHS combo. We're just going to play one more song for you. If you look in your program, you'll notice that under Jazz Combo, our songs are listed as TBA. And that's most likely because our songs they had to be picked on a moment's notice. One, two, three.
Hello. Am I on? Check, check. I am now. I'm not going to mention all the soloists on this, just about everybody. How many of you know who Frankie Lane is? Anybody? Frankie Lane? At least one? He's the guy that I first heard sing this next song, On the Sunny Side of the Street. It was on a vinyl record. I heard it when I was just a kid in junior high school, but made me love this song. I finally found the jazz arrangement of it. Please welcome Madeline Byers to the stage. On the Sunny Side of the Street.
Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worry on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear the pitter pat? And that happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade, but I'm not afraid, 'cause the rover, he crossed over. If I never have a cent, I'll be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade, but I'm not afraid, 'cause the rover, he crossed over. If I never have a cent, I'll be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. On the sunny side of the
Thank you for staying the course here tonight. I probably spend more time with the kids in this group. We do upwards of 40 concerts a year. We're all over the place, and about half the band seems to graduate every year. There's no change this year. So I'm going to give out a few awards here, a few thoughts about a few folks. Some of them are not serious gifts. Some of them, maybe. Alex Friedman. You have no idea, do you? So this guy comes in my room, more days than not, he'll see somebody's meal or leftovers or cookies or something. Oh, can I have some of that? So I was going to get him all these bags of really just crap food, you know, cookies and candy. And then Kat told me, well, he eats really healthy. And so I got you two of your favorite things in the whole world. But before I give them to you, it's hard enough to get into one really fine university, but this guy got into two really fine schools, and he got into West Point and decided not to go there, and he will be attending Stanford this fall instead. So congratulations. I'm not done. 2 pounds of carrots. He loves carrots. And I'm told that he loves strawberries. I know it's not valuable, but I think it's a thoughtful gift. All right, Kat Dupoy, come on up. Should have done this together with them. They say the way to a person's heart is through their stomach. Now, she was looking at some of the stuff that I was going to give, and she says, ooh, I like that. So she's getting some of it. But before we go there, she is going to Cornell this fall. It's another really fine school. And sorry, Alex, she said that she wanted this, so I got her a bunch of Rice Krispie treats. Then, more days than not, she comes in my office, or him, or both, tag teaming me, and they want to use my microwave. So I got you a box of what you seem to eat a lot of. This is Blast of Butter, ultimate theater-style popcorn. Okay, the big stuff's out of the way. Now I can see what else is in the box. Okay, Todd Lehman, please come forward. All right, I was going to get you a serious gift, I was, but you give me way too much room to do other stuff. He went through a phase last year. I don't know why, because he's a good guy, and most of the time he's really, really responsible, but he just didn't show up to a couple gigs, and it's like, I don't know what happened, I just forgot. So, totally turned it around ever since, though, and I got him something that will help him with that if it ever is revisited with this affliction, and you better use it. This is Baby Ben. This is an alarm clock. It's very special. Nice gold trim on it. No batteries needed. Yeah, I know, you're not excited, but you can blame your mom for this. She's the one that suggested this to me. So, Todd is going to be going to Foothill to start, and then, if I remember correctly, transferring to a UC school after he lands and decides what you're going to do. Is that correct? Congratulations. Really enjoyed having you. All right, one more. Okay, Amanda Kelly. Don't be afraid. It's okay. So Amanda's been with me for 4 years, just like all of these guys have, and she will be going to UC Davis this fall. And she also was accepted into University of Michigan in Ann Arbor and decided that it was going to work out better to be at UC Davis. Amanda is a very thoughtful, kind heart. She also plays her guitar constantly, from what I understand. And you know what I asked you about yesterday? Remember okay, well, I got those for you. These are these new Fandangle strings. They're dipped. They're called NanoWeb. They're anti-rust, and they're supposed to give this all kind of warm sound to the guitar. And then, I know it's not exciting, but I got your picks too. But the strings are exciting. They are very exciting. UC Davis. All right. I can't remember what some of this stuff goes for. Let's do a chart. Okay, skin.
I've got
you're nearly a part of me. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. I tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair never will go so well. So why should I try to resist when, baby, you know so well that I've got you under my skin. I'd sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice that comes in the night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. And each time that I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. Sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice that comes in the night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. And each time that I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. Yes, I've got you under my skin.
Okay, a couple more words. I figured out what some of the stuff in the box was. I still remember the day Madeline came to audition. Do you remember you came on this stage? And I was thinking, oh, who is this girl that wants to come sing for me? And okay. So I sat down there, and this beautiful young lady came up. She looked scared, but she had this beautiful voice. And she's been with the band for 4 years. I think 1 year in Jazz 2, and then 3 and 3. So it's really hard to find another Madeline when somebody like her is with you for so long. And she's going to be leading us to go down south to UCLA. You would think she's going into music, but no, she chose another M. I believe it's mathematics. Is that correct? I did, and I hope you'll use this because it has nothing to do with math. It's something important, but it's a vocal reel book of 100 standards that you should know. And I know it's probably not gold, but it will be if you learn everything that's in it. And so it's 100 solos you should know, vocal standards, and some of them you already know. Congrats. Kyle Cranen. Mr. Cranen was another person that took up the challenge of trombone. I don't know what the deal is with trombone players around here, but after much discussion, he switched over to bone last year and has done a really admirable job, and I'm very proud and happy to have had him this year. As you can see, our trombone section is not strong in numbers. But nonetheless, he's headed off to Berkeley, and what area are you studying?
Electrical engineering and computer science.
I think like a third of these guys are doing engineering. Now, in some form, I hope you're going to keep playing. But I wasn't sure, so I decided not to take a chance and get you a trombone cleaning kit. But I understand you like Frank Sinatra, is that right? Okay, so why don't you download some stuff with this on iTunes and put your favorite tunes on there. And when you put them on there, think of these knuckleheads. Think of me. All right. Okay, shall I do one more? I think I've got everybody now, right? Yeah. Okay. If there's any huskies in the crowd, would you come forward, please? Mr. Thomas Fuller. Now, he is going to the University of Washington, and that's not far from where I've spent most of my life. I have two siblings that also went there. I also have one sibling that was in crew, like he is, and he's very serious about it. Very competitive rowing team up there, and you're going as a walk-on, is that correct? The suggestions your dad gave me for a gift were rain gear and a headlamp for morning practice. I looked for both today, but I didn't find what I was looking for, so I had to go safe rather than sorry. So I'm going to try and get you fat at Chipotle, so I got you a $25 gift certificate. Hopefully you'll use that, and you will be... Okay. Let's do one more tune. Mantica. This is a cool chart. You like it? Oh. Forgive me for what I'm about to do. Cat, you owe me big time. Elton Rozicki, come to the front. I have many stories about Elton. Some of them he probably doesn't want me to share. So I went safe in appreciation and respect for him because I have lovely stories. I like the one about the golf club. Anyways, you'll have to ask him. So Elton is also in his 4th year here. He's played in the jazz bands ever since he got here, and we will have his sister next year. Zoe, are you out there?
Probably not, no.
Shame on her.
She's probably been in the shower for like an hour.
Okay. Are you going to continue playing?
I am.
Good, because I got your reeds. I know that's boring, but hopefully you'll forgive me, for I know what I do. Do you play Van Doren's?
I do.
Okay. Do you know what area you're going into for study?
Communications.
Business
No. Studies and maybe like business major, double major, and then music minor.
Reason I'm asking him questions is for the first time tonight I'm stalling. I'm trying to remember what school he's going to. This is bad. I've got through the whole night. No.
First letter, one letter.
No.
No? You want to play Hangman?
I'm already hanging myself. Give me a moment here.
Anybody got a joke? Harry Justice, tell a joke.
All right.
Do you want me to tell you?
It's a sad moment.
I'll give you one letter, okay.
Loyola.
There we go.
Yes. All right. Thank you, sir. So, ask him about the story about the golf club, and I'll just leave it at that. But yet another person I've spent a lot of time with for 4 years here, and it is hard to say goodbye to half the band, and that's pretty much what we're looking at this year. Okay. AJ. So AJ is going to UCLA, and what area? Engineering?
Yeah, engineering.
Everybody's doing engineering.
Top thing.
Are you going to play?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to at least play for myself.
Okay. So I got you a nice box of reeds, and Mr. Dave Baylord, are you out there? You gave me something a few years ago that I have yet to give away, and can I give that gig thing to him? You know what I'm talking about? I have one of those really cool sax cases that the gig bags. Mr. Baylord, is it okay? Yes. All right. So I have that for you if you're going to play. If you're not, then I'm going to give it to a freshman or something.
It might go to better use to someone who's going to further pursue.
Oh, he's biting the hand that feeds him. Okay. All right. Well, 4 great years with AJ. He's the kind of guy you want to have tripled and quadrupled in your group. Always there, always dependable, and always putting in 100%. So you're going to be missed next year.
I hope you.
Okay. I guess that's everybody. All right. Mr. Kim, come on forward. You are the last one, right? I think I got them all. Whew. So Alex is another on the long list of very impressive students. He's going to Stanford. He'll be joining Alex this fall. And he was accepted on the early entry in the fall, which I understand is pretty hard to get to that point. Are you still going to try and split it with music and something else? Because I got you really good sticks. Yeah, then they're good sticks. And a few words about Alex. He's pretty much done everything that I've ever asked of him, including playing with the orchestra. If I need him to fill in, helping another group, he's always there. He takes lessons, studies privately, always busting my chops with questions, and it's a great thing to have because so many times the kids will just take what you give them, but he comes and asks for more, so always keeping me on my toes. And for that reason, he is my recipient for the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award this year. This goes to an outstanding jazz musician, not only a leader, but it needs to be somebody that embraces the art form of jazz, and I had many choices, and it's just always one I wrestle with, and I thought about this for a long time. I'm going to get the plaque here so that you can all see this. Where is my plaque? So he will go on a list with many other students that have been fortunate and have earned this prestigious award. Louis Armstrong, famous jazz trumpeter, but in the spirit of the award, this goes, like I said, not only for excellence in jazz musicianship, but also, in my case, I also want somebody who shows leadership and who also embraces the art and wants to get more of it, other than just what he's getting here. So, congratulations. Okay, folks, thank you again for lasting with us tonight. I'd like to think there's a whole bunch of music that your ears were bathed with. It was good. Not another hat, huh?
Hi, we'd just like to show our appreciation for all that you do and all that you've done for us seniors who've been in the band for 4 years and everyone else. And this, please take this as a token of our appreciation. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Should I put it in the cabin or in the Capitol home? The cabin, to the cabin? So, hard to have to look at half of the group going here, but what a wonderful set of 4 years I've had. I hope that you all appreciate the experiences they've been able to have. And next year I'll start all over again, and I'll see some of you back.